Hi friends, today we are going to talk about absent-mindedness, forgetfulness. Have you ever experienced this that sometime you forgot your bike keys, car keys, sometime you forgot your helmet, not able to find your mobile, spectacles. Sometime the ladies at home, you kept milk on the stove and forgot, and children they do all night and they do homework and next day morning they forget and go to the school. And sometime we tend to forget our appointments. Now this thing is happening, most of us. Now first of all I want to tell you that not having good memory and then absent-mindedness, both of them are not the same. You may have very good memory but still you may forget. Let me give you one small example. All of you know Albert Einstein, the world famous scientist, and I believe out of all people till date, he is the one human being who has said to be used 17.4% of the brain capacity, highest in the whole world. And when he invented E is equal to mc square, theory of relativity, when he won the Nobel Prize, people across the globe, they used to invite him to, felicitate him. And there was one function where he was present with his wife, and on the stage, the organizer went and said, Albert Einstein, great scientist, and it is great for us to be born during his era. He has got great memory, super brain. When he was commenting like that, now wife was sitting in the front, she kept on laughing. So the person who was speaking, he stopped and said, ma'am, why are you laughing? She got up and said, what are you kidding? What are you joking? You mean to say my husband has got very good memory? He said, yeah. What happened? She said, give me the mic. I believe she took the mic and she was telling about one incident. I believe it was a Sunday, and early morning, Albert Einstein's wife gave me one bag. She said, go to the market and buy some vegetables. So Einstein went to buy vegetables, and there he happened to meet one of his friends. Both of them were chatting, and during the course of conversation, Einstein said to his friend that long time we have not met. We want to come home today for dinner. We shall talk. The friend said, yeah, I can come, but then you will be too busy. Einstein said, no, today I'll be free by 8 o'clock, come home for dinner. And then he came back home. He gave that vegetable back to his wife. But Einstein forgot to tell his wife that I met my friend in the market. I invited him home for dinner. And then thereafter, Einstein's house used to be there. Now normally if you go to America, you go to England. Top, first floor, house, bottom, basement is their office. So Einstein laboratory used to be in the basement. So he went to basement, started his experiment. Happened 8 o'clock in the evening. Einstein's wife prepared dinner. She was feeling very hungry. So she ate her dinner, but then she waited for 15 minutes more. She was feeling very sleepy. And sometime Einstein, when he is busy with his work, he doesn't come up for dinner on time. She said, why should I wait for him? So she kept the bread, the jam and 2-3 curries in the plate. She took water bottle and she came down to the laboratory. And there she saw Einstein very busy doing experiment. And he was so busy that he could notice his wife, coming there. His wife waited for 2 minutes. And she thought, when he's free, he will eat. When he's hungry, he will eat. So why should I disturb him? So she kept that plate with all the dishes. And then she covered that plate with one more plate. She kept the water bottle. She went up and she slept off. 8:30, the friend came as appointed. And he was going up. Then he found that bedroom, the lights were off because wife was already asleep. And the basement lights were on. And this fellow thought, even now he is still working. Now this fellow won't change. So anyway, he came down to the laboratory, and there he saw Einstein still busy with experiment. So 2-3 minutes the friend waited and said, it is my stupidity. When that fellow called me, why the hell should I come? I would have not come only. So let me go back home and have dinner. As he was turning, he saw the table. On the table, now all the dishes, the bread, the butter, the jam and the water bottle. And he said, oh, Einstein is very busy, but then he kept dinner for me. Nice fellow. He pulled the chair towards the table. He sat, ate all the food, drank some water, washed his hands and went off. Around night 10 o'clock, Einstein completed his experiment. He felt a little hungry, thought of eating something, and he turned, and there he saw the table, now totally empty of food, and even water was not there. So he thought, oh my God, already I had my dinner, and I'm still thinking that I have not had my dinner. And then he went home and slept. Then 1 week later, I believe next Sunday, Einstein and his wife, both of them went to the same market to buy vegetables. And as buying vegetables, the friend happened to meet Einstein's wife. And he said, now the other day, last Sunday, the dinner was excellent. The bread toast was super. Einstein's wife said, yeah, last Sunday I made bread toast, that's good, but then when did you come and eat? The friend said, what? Ma'am, last Sunday Einstein called me. I came home and basement he was doing experiment. And then I thought not to disturb him, I had my dinner and come. Then Einstein thought, oh, it means last Sunday it was you who had dinner, not me. Oh my God, I thought it was me who had dinner. And all of you have started laughing. And then it looks like very funny. It's not fun, it is real, one of the anecdote that happened in the life of Albert Einstein. That's why we call this as absent-minded professor. Professor means he's in the university guiding 20-25 research scholars. He remembers about any formula, any equation, any theorem. He can remember about any big book. But small things, where he kept that attendance register, where he kept that keys, where he kept that pen. Now did he put the zip after he coming out of the washroom? Small things he tends to forget because his attention, his focus, his concentration is all about those big things now. It means whenever we are very busy or caught up, immersed in a very big activity, we tend to neglect small things. That's why we tend to forget. Are you getting this? Maybe you are in real estate business, you want to start one new venture, caught up, forgetting small things. You are into politics, you want to contest election, in that busy. You want to start your own company, you are running one education institution, you are preparing some competitive exam, or you are very busy caught up with some marriage function. So that's why small things you are not focusing, and that's why you tend to forget. So if at all, if you happen to belong to that category, the solution is very simple. Keep one assistant and one girl or one boy who will work for you for small little funny money, and they'll make one little diary record of your total day-to-day activity, checklist, what to do, what not to do. They'll keep a checklist, and that's how you should be able to do this. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you, that small things now you need to little focus and keep an assistant, and they will take care of you how to take care of those things now. Okay, that's what I want to share with you today. And next time we'll meet with some next episode. Till that time, okay, have a great time, keep celebrating life. Thank you, bye bye, see you again.